Hello, Internet! I'm Pastor Theology, and welcome back to All About Your Faith, the only channel dedicated to promoting faith while simultaneously criticizing all of its institutions. And while our subjects may at times get awkward, I'm dedicated to having those conversations that nobody really wants to talk about. And today's episode is no different. We're revisiting my very first episode from years ago. I've revamped my channel since then. I mean, look at this guy. What are we doing here? What is this? And the point is, that's an old episode, and it deserves a revamp, especially for a brand new audience. After all, I'm sure everybody wants to know why your religion isn't making you more fun at parties. But even more than that, why is your religion not making you a better person? Let's get into it. When we talk about living a good life, usually folks point to religion for some reason. Pre-critical philosophers argued this for centuries, but now modern religion gets crowned ultimate moral authority. You ever ask a friend, where does morality come from? Most will say religion. But if someone says morality is an illusion and we're just cosmic dust, congrats, you just met an existentialist, or a sociopath, or a communist. Regardless of which empty void, run before it takes you. But let's be real. Religion's first job isn't making you better in traffic, it's getting you to heaven. I did a video about heaven according to the 10 largest religions on the world just recently if you want to check that out. The biggest religions in the world are Christianity, Islam, and Hinduism. Christianity has 2.3 billion, about 29%. Islam has 2.06 billion, and Hinduism has 1.1 billion. Now, it's a bit interesting to think that Jesus lovers are beating out Islam only by about 1 billion. But ultimately, what this points out is that your religion, whatever that may be, is not all that popular in the grand scheme of things, and hardly so for the majority of the population of the planet. And even with these three making up a combined total of about 70% of humanity, don't bother asking them to agree on about anything besides not eating your neighbor's goat. And even within Christianity, there's an estimated 45,000 different versions of Christianity.
Even the Church of the Giant Spaghetti Monster is a thing.
And all of them believe very different things. You might even say they each have a different Jesus or a different gospel.
They also attacked the true Jesus by preaching another Jesus.
Oof, those are fighting words. So, can religion make you a better person? Sure, maybe. If you're already interested in being a better person. The real promise, of course, is a potentially better afterlife.
Religion never claimed to be an authority on anything other than getting you to the next life. Anything it does beyond that is secondary.
Not a better today. Religion's goodness is relative and often only within its own rules. So if your faith says boiled onions are immoral, but you love onions, tough luck. Still think religion is the way to go for morals and ethics? Well, here's your historical irony alert. Nobody ever said religion can't get messy.
Let's not forget, historically, religion is terrible at being moral.
And let's be real, crusades, millions died. Israelites claiming God's inheritance slaughtered their neighbors. Hello, thou shalt not kill? What about the patriarchs with their harems? Abraham, Jacob, Solomon. None were actually penalized for this biblical kink. What about the Catholic Church selling indulgences? Best sin pardoning sale ever. And some really major perks for the churches. I mean, have you seen those cathedrals? Oh, mwah. And did you think they paid for those with anything else? How about modern extremism, jihad, crusades, genocides, witch burnings? The list is long. What about denominational wars? Yeah, the French religious wars remain a major black mark. And the St. Bartholomew's Day massacre? Peak. And what about locally and today? I mean, there are hundreds of Christian sects just in America, and families disown members over that third baptism. Drama much? Generally, religion teaches ideals, but institutionally, it's a buzzkill. You might believe in compassion, but your church thinks single parents are liabilities. Want to date outside your faith? Sorry, you'll corrupt the youth and your social life. Organizations build rules to preserve themselves, not to preserve you. And confusing rules with doctrine? Yeah, that's why Jesus called out the Pharisees for being holier than God. And what about when religion goes out of its way to make you worse? That's where other perks of the organized faith groups come in. Fear tactics. Pastor has eyes everywhere. Convert or else. There may be additional social codes that no one can follow. Ostracism of different members, those who divorce, need medications, or just breathe differently. And this, of course, all adds up to self-righteous overload. Ever meet that person who loves Jesus and the sound of their own voice more? Or claims some sort of moral superiority? Yeah, we all know people like that.
Garrett. More than that, the stress of trying to live up to the group's standards of living and lifestyle likely causes members to go to extreme lengths to achieve those ideals, even to the point of compromising themselves and their own good sense, believing that it is more important to live the standards and achieve the ideal than to protect themselves with basic security and find happiness with what they have.
Fine, so religion isn't a moral self-improvement system. It's a pass to the next life. And if you like the method, cool. Community, purpose, comfort, those are real perks, but it doesn't automatically make you nicer. Your truth only matters to you and your faith system. So don't hold your coworker hostage until they convert, okay? We're all doing the best we can with the knowledge we've got. Faith doesn't always equal virtue or sanity. And of course, sometimes all it equals is confusion. Come on now, all you crazy Protestants, get it together and learn to get along. And yes, religion can make some people worse than they were, but hey, at least they're organized about it.
And when you're too busy worrying about what your pastor thinks is right for you, and you're depressed because you don't feel like you're included, and you're sad to the point of self-deprecation because you feel like you'll never be worthy enough, you may find it a difficult task of really being the good and moral person you likely already are inside.
Join me next time when I continue to roast different denominations, but only when it's funny. In the meantime, check out my book, The Saints Who Built America, and I will see you all next time.